One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. Hope everybody's doing good out there. And welcome to my channel, The Humble Truth. So I'm going to get right into it. And the thing I want to talk about is how acting white, the term acting white, hurts black people. Well, how does it hurt? Well, here's it right here. It hurts black people because of this. Whenever you see black people doing something good, you know, the other black people will say, "Oh, you acting white." So I'll give you an example. If you come to class and you're studying, you're doing your work, you're not using slang, you're talking proper English, as we say, somebody would say, "Oh man, look at him, or look at her, they acting white." And that can hurt you as a black person because now, if you're hearing that enough times, you get tired of hearing that, and then you want to start changing the way you act, you want to change the way you talk, you want to change how you do things, and that can mess you up. That can make you bring you down because the other black people hate to see you succeeding, and they hate to see you doing good. And just because you're not with the same old, or you don't have, you're not really doing what the culture say you should do, then somebody will say you're not acting black, you're acting white, and that's how it can hurt you. That's one way. When you look at dressing, if you don't dress the way that you see other black people dress, if you're not wearing your pants down below your butt, if you're not doing things like that, you don't have a bunch of chains on, you're not wearing the typical attire that you might see somebody black wearing. If you don't do that and you decide to wear your pants up around your waist with a belt on, with your shirt tucked in, along with talking proper English and not using slang, somebody will say you acting white, and that can hurt you because you're going to try to change up how you dress. You're going to try to now start dressing like them. You're going to now start doing what they do. And then you become a victim just like they become a victim. And then you find yourself continually going downhill, downhill, downhill. If you keep that up, if there's nobody around you encouraging you to stay on the good path and present yourself properly, if you don't do that, if there's nobody around to do that, you'll find yourself going down. Certain jobs, like I remember for myself personally, when I was about to join the military back a long, long, long time ago, somebody said, "Oh, you're going to join the white man's army." See, when he said that, that was supposed to be a way to deter me away from it. Like, that's not what we supposed to be doing as black people. We don't supposed to join that army. But you're going to go to a job that they own. You're going to go do everything else that they own. But you don't call that that. You just said that thing right there is it. But basically, the bottom line was they wanted to deter me away from it. Something that would better my life. They wanted to deter me away from it. That's another thing that can hurt you if you fall into that trap. If you believe in it, it can hurt you. A lot of people don't agree with this, but it's the truth. It can hurt you. Let's see, what else is it? There's a lot of other things that I'm probably not coming up with right now, but just realize that term right there can really mess you up as a black person if you fall into that. Because there's a subculture of black people that really believe in that term acting white. Like everything you do outside of the typical black behavior, they would say you are acting white. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do nothing. Anything that they see you doing good, you're acting that way. If you go off to college and you end up at a predominantly white school, and you just pick up some traits and behaviors that you might learn at that school, because typically it's different behavior than what we have in our community. And you come back with that behavior because you've been around that in that culture. You started to be in that culture and see how that culture moves, and you start living like that, which is not really wrong with that. But they're gonna say you come back different. Oh man, look at you, man. You think you trying to act white. You stop eating certain foods. Like you don't want to eat ribs. I mean, everybody eat ribs, but I'm saying certain foods you change up. You don't want to eat that type of food no more, or you eat this kind of way, or you mixing your food or seasoning your food like this now. because you're trying to be healthy and survive. Oh man, you know what? You acting white. Those terms can hurt you if you let it affect you, because then you don't go and do the right thing that you should be doing. You go and do, you know, you trying to get back in and fit back in with them. So you start doing the things that they are still doing, and then your progress stops right then at that moment. So all I'm here to tell you is, don't listen to that stuff. You know, continue to be what you gotta be. Do what you gotta do to get where you try to go. That's the whole goal of life. Staying down is not it. They gonna people say, "Oh man, you gotta stay down. You gotta be down." Don't be down, man. Get up, get out, and get yours. Because that's the only way. And sometimes you gonna have to change your behaviors, because some of those behaviors don't work in the places you're trying to go. And it's not because anybody is trying to hold you down. It's not because anybody is trying to stop you. Not because anybody is trying to change you. But it's certain environments you go in that certain behavior is required, no matter what race you are. No matter what it is, you have to abide by the way they do things there. If you don't like that, you don't have to like it. You also don't have to be there. You can also leave at any time and go do anything you want to do. But don't let that term affect your life, and don't let the term slow you down and stop you from making progress and getting somewhere in life, because it can hold you back. Alright? Enough rambling on. I just want to make a quick video about that, because that is the term that really floats around in our community. It's pretty crazy, but it floats around. So y'all take care. Don't let terms and labels affect you. If you black, rise up. Stop letting them, people slow you down with stuff like that. Y'all take care.